So today we are going to look at a different report. So we want to look at the inflow of money, that is foreign investors that are coming in. I want to look at the percentage of domestic investors. So these are some few information we want to look at. I won't be able to go in depth, but I'll just give you a brief overview. But with my community, we'll be able to go in depth and see how to take positions based on this information. So that is what we are going to do today. And let's not forget that we are currently approaching our target of 120 basis points, which I mentioned in my video here, which if you've not watched, you can go back and ensure you watch this video. This is the video here. This is big moves, 120,000 all-share index. So we are gradually approaching it. So I did this video 12 days ago, and we may see it before the 15th day because the all-share index is currently 118,138.2 basis points, which tells us that we are gradually approaching. And don't be surprised if we actually hit it on Monday. So that is what we are going to look at today. And we'll look at some few insider information, VFD, and other announcements that we may use in our investment journey. So without wasting time, my name still remains Investor Joe, and you are welcome to the Financial Edge, where we teach you how to gain financial freedom through trade and investment. So let's quickly jump to the update we need to share today, which is from the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So this is domestic and foreign portfolio investment report of Nigerian Exchange. So we are looking at May. That's the just concluded month. So it's after June, we're able to get that of June. So these information are very crucial. So you can see the period we have. You can see from January, February, March, April, May, and we have year to date, and we have year to date for 2024. So you can see year to date, we are still half, but we've surpassed that of 2024. That tells you that this market is actually very, very bullish. So let me just give you some short reading here for us to understand what is going on. So on monthly basis, Nigerian Exchange Limited pulls trading figure from market operators on their domestic and foreign portfolio investment flows. As of 31st of May, total transaction at Nations Bulls increased significantly by 45.32% from 482 billion naira, about 101 million in April 2025, to 700 billion. So you can see the growth from 482 billion to 700 billion. That is about $441 million in May. Guys, this tells you that there is money in the market. So the performance of the current month, when compared to the performance in May 2024, which was 335 billion, revealed that total transaction increased by 97% in May 2025. The total value of transaction executed by domestic investor outperformed transaction executed by foreign investor by circa 66%, as shown below. Guys, what I'm telling you now is the local, that's me and you, that is trading, our volume is larger, is bigger than foreign portfolio investment. So don't be afraid if you hear that money is leaving Nigeria, leave all those things. We that are trading alone, you make massive wealth. Forget the foreign investor. We only need them to understand that, oh, okay, our market is attractive, money is coming. Aside that, guys, the local investors alone, and guess what, it's only few fraction of people that are trading. And that is why I want to launch a campaign where I'll be going around the country. Guys, I need your support. I need you to make your own state available so that I will come and teach and let a lot of people come into this market. It's very, very important. If you want to make this money, you have to be in this game, so that by the time we do that of Abuja, that of Lagos, other states will get their place ready. We'll go there, teach people, and bring them to the market. You know what we are doing? Their next generation, they will remember that there comes a guy. Hallelujah. Let me not turn this to ministry. This is a ministry already. So there comes a time, there's come a guy that actually that encourages us to invest in the market. Nigerian market is still cheap, guys. It's still cheap. You can look at Caverton. Caverton is still at 4. Caverton potential is 10 naira. When is it going to happen? I don't know. But look at where it is now. Several of them. So do you want to start investing when everything is 1,000, like Presco? 2,000, when we're having store that's selling for 10,000. And now, for now, I know it's gold that is selling maybe for 60, and which is going to get to 70,000. But you have to be very, very smart. Let's get this thing up. So I'm going to be launching a club where we'll go around the whole world, guys. Just ensure you are active in my community. You are going to get a role. You will head a state. You head a state. And that is how we'll be preaching this gospel. We're doing this gospel of investment so that people can live hand to mouth. You understand? If you look at the other world, look at the US market. The stock market is a tool. You don't need connection. You don't need, well, let me not start telling you that one. Let's just move on. So let's look at the domestic and foreign participation. So the green candle shows you the domestic, and while the darker green shows you foreign. So let's look at the inflow. This inflow is in billion. So domestic flow, what we got was 285 billion. 285 billion. And if you look at that of foreign investment portfolio, that is money that came outside the country, actually 66. So can you compare 66 and 285? You can't now. Then let's look at outflow. This is outflow. 296 for domestic and 52. So if 52 are going, what the heck? We have 296, guys. So a further analysis of this transaction executed between the current and prior month, which is April, revealed that total domestic transaction increased by 38% from 418 billion in April 2025 to 581 billion, guys, in May 2025. Also, total foreign transaction increased significantly by 88.54%. That is from 63 billion, that is about $39.50 million, to 118 billion, which is about 70. Guys, there is money in this market. I've told you guys, don't come with COP. It is not the time you come with COP. I don't know. It's only 20,000. It's not 20,000 that you have. It's not 20, if you are in police case now, all those money will come. Don't worry. I'll do a video where I'll show you how to get money. Since you don't know how to get money to invest, I'll show you. In fact, one of the strategies that you know how to save money, I starve myself. I eat once a day. Once a day. In fact, pray for a problem you want to go and fast for 7 days and see how much you will gather. You think, my friend will always say that being poor is expensive. So don't tell yourself you are poor. Even though you have 10,000, don't say it's only. Stop using only. Say I'm starting with 10,000 naira, but I'm very, very sure that I will upgrade it. And you will see how doors will be opening for you, because now they now know that the universe, God now know that you have a reason to use that money. Like you have reason for that money. Then the money will come. So let's go, guys. Somebody is just pulling me to talk about this area, and that's why I'm just sharing light. And if this is you, please drop a comment. Let me know I'm talking to you. You understand? Please. So look at the figures, and we have this. This is for now we are looking at domestic. In this part, you need to understand what we are doing. In this part, we compare domestic and foreign. So domestic and foreign, that's what we did. So we did inflow. You can see inflow in billions, and outflow. You understand? So outflow means they are taking their profit. You understand? Inflow means the money is coming. The money is coming. So that's what we've done. So now this other aspect now is we are looking at domestic. So in domestic, we have retail and institutional investor. So you and I, sorry I'm saying you and I, but I don't know who is listening. But we that are doing 1 million naira trade, 2 million naira trade, we are retail. Institutional like mutual fund where they gather like 10 billion. You understand? 5 billion. These guys, they like trading banks. And that's why you see, I don't go to banks a lot. You can see naturally, Zenith Bank supposed to do 55 on Friday. But you saw what happened. Those who bought 43 started selling 51. That is why I don't like banking. But you can see other stocks, they gain 10% today, gain 10 tomorrow, gain 50% straight. You can see Cavatin from 3 naira. Gain 10%, 330, another 10%, 360, another 10%, 390, another 10%, 420, another 10%, 460, another 10%, 490, another 10%, 520. I've counted almost close to 60%. You understand now? So that's why I don't do the bank. But by the time I have 1 billion, I can do the bank, say, okay, for easy liquidity, in and out. But I don't do the banks. If you check my portfolio, you not see one bank. But I can recommend good bank for you to buy. You understand? But I don't do it because these guys, institutional investors, will not allow that banks to rest. Because if they bring 1 billion and Zenith gain 10%, 10% of 1 billion is 100 million. Is huge. But if you put 10,000, if you put 100,000 now and you gain 10%, you say it's just 10,000. You will still hold. And if you come back to your entry again, you say, oh, I'm supposed to sell. You get the point. So now, if you look at institutional investor, look at inflow. We have for retail, we know we are much 172, while for institutional investor we have 113. So if you look at outflow, we have 165, and institutional investor also we have 131. So let us do some brief reading. So the data in the figure 7 below highlights the performance of the market over the last 2 decades, over an 18-year period. So domestic transaction increased by 33.15% from 3.556 trillion in 2027 to 4.735 trillion in 2024, while foreign transaction also increased by 38% from 616 billion to 852 billion over the same period. So total domestic transaction accounted for is about 85% of total transaction carried out in 2024, while foreign investors accounted for about 15%. You understand? The total transaction in the same period. So the transaction data for 2025 shows that total domestic transaction are circa 2.419 trillion, while total foreign transaction are circa 996.03 billion. So you can look at the chart where you see the year. So you can see the year. So this green, like I told you guys, is for foreign portfolio, while this is for domestic. You can see the year, how it's going, and you can see 2024, we have a shoot. Massive, guys. And I'm very, very sure 2025, we are coming to this place because you can see what the All-Share Index is doing already. We are going for 120. So the market is going to blow up. You understand? So that is why, see, this last 6 months, those in the wealth circle, we are warming up. In fact, I just added them today. So we are looking at 1st July, we are kicking off. My premium group, we are meeting on Sunday, you understand, to analyze the market and see how much we'll be able to make as the market. In fact, there's a particular stock that we picked. That stock that will give us billions, it has started already. Almost 100% now, you understand. Some that have missed the boat, I have another one to give you, and tomorrow I'll give you guys that one. So that is the few information I just want to share with you guys. So let's quickly jump to the All-Share Index. So for the All-Share Index, I don't need to tell you much. You need to know that market need to breathe. It's just like if you are running, or sometimes you see me when I'm talking, I want to catch my breath, before I continue again. So that's how the market behaves. So after moving to this point, it has to rest. You understand? So if you hear somebody said, I bought a stock for 2 naira and the stock now is now 1,000 naira, don't think the person bought it and the person is monitoring it like this. So because it just cause hypertension. Because sometimes it will go up, sometimes it will come down. So that's what you'll be experiencing. That's how market is. Up and down, until you get to that final destination and pull back again. So you see the market rested here at the breath. I call it market breath. Then you run again to this part. So now we are here. We want a little move around 120. Then we want to breathe again before we go up again. Breathe. Then we might have a retest around that 120 before we shoot again. Straight line. So this is not the first time we're getting such a huge movement like this. We've seen that around this area here. You can see we had a huge run around this area here. So don't think around this area, some people are saying, it's going to do, until we made our money. So let's quickly look at some information. NPF, I'm glad a lot of people got their dividends. They were able to share with me. I said, that's the interesting thing. Now you are motivated. Ignore not the days of little beginning. It's gradual process. Very soon, your dividend will be in 6-figure. Your dividend will be in 7-figure. It's gradual. I congratulate you guys, and thank you for even sharing it. Some people did not share. Some people actually was thinking that it was small. It's not small. No dividend is small. So this is for Julius Berger. For those who also, I believe you have your payment on 20th, which is on Friday. You're supposed to have gotten your payment. Share with me if you can blur the amount, but let me just know that you receive your money. You understand? So that's another good one. And for the shares actually coming up, and I think for those who wanted to sell and who were like, I was hooked to, I think now I saw Julius Berger doing some good numbers. So you can see from 107, Julius Berger came to 127. You understand? So it's another good one. Let me drag it. So it's another good one for those of us who wants to sell. So you can see the bounce back here. So if you want to sell, Congratulations, you've gotten your dividends, and I think you bought around 123 and this is 127. So there's a possibility that you go up a bit so that you can exit. That's what you look. We have Arade also. Arade got some purchase. The Iran war anticipated that oil will go up, and we have VFD also. VFD had some sale and 3.9 million. You don't want to go there. We also have VFD also. Then we have MTN also sales 45,000 units. Who will not sell after the huge jump? And we have Scaverton also. Scaverton sales also. Who will not sell again? This is 5 million units. So they were the one that actually suppressed the price. They sold 8.5 million units. Who are these people? I think it's that other company. Yes, Mola Vessel. So they've been the ones selling, surprising the price. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that I get notified to my post and reaching videos like this. So until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit and keep impacting your community. I love you, all my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. See you in the next one. And to salute. Bye.